Hi everybody and welcome to a very late mid-year journal tag. Question 1. Journals completed in 2025. These are what I have been working on in 2025 and not all of them are completed. Some of them are still works in progress. I started off the year in this one and I chose this one because beginning of the year was going great. Full of hope, all these plans, everything was going brilliant, so I chose this one because it reminds me of overseas travel when I was living overseas. So this was the 1st to, 1st to the 5th of January. And then of course we were in summer. So, just making sure I don't have any addresses or personal information. So this is my next one, the 5th, the 6th to the 14th of January. This one is summer. My summer one. Views from the deck, Aotearoa, which is a new name for New Zealand, or a second name for it. And then keeping on the beach theme, got this one, 15th to the 20th of January. Loved this one. And this was all beachy themed. This is the first of my partially completed journals. This was, what was this? The 21st until the 27th of January. Then I went into this one. And 28th to the 31st of January. Love this one as well. And then I completed this one. The 1st to the 14th of Feb. And again, everything was going really well. I was journaling pretty much every day, apart from this. I've written notes on the one that I haven't fully completed. Then February hit and everything turned to crap. So this one was, or is, February 15th. And this is where pretty much everything fell apart. So you can tell everything fell apart because I normally, when I'm struggling and there's all sorts of chaos and stress and stuff going on, I tend to go with the plainer earthy coloured journals, plus I tend to go for quotes. So this is the first quote one. It says, to my granddaughter, what does it say? Never forget how much I love you. As you grow older, you will face many challenges in life. Just do your best. Life isn't about waiting for the storms to pass. It's about learning to dance in the rain. Every day may not be good, but find something good in every day. Laugh, love, live, follow your dreams, believe in yourself, and remember to be awesome. I'll always be with you. So I needed to hear that. So this was, this journal, I think I got probably 2 days into it, and then, everything turned to crap. I'm not going to go into details, just say relationship crap, toxic crap, abusive crap, and we'll leave it there. And there's so much was going on. I wrote basically some notes and knowing that I will go back to that. And I didn't probably journal properly for a few, until when? Let me have a look. Until 18th of March. So pretty much just over a month. But I have saved stuff and I am going to go back to it. There is a reason why I'm going to go back to it. I know a lot of people think, I'm feeling good now. Everything's, well, apart from as far as this situation goes, I'm feeling good. But I do want to go back and journal every single aspect of it because I want to make sure I do not get into a toxic, abusive relationship again. So I've got articles, I've got all sorts of stuff I've got to print out. So, and this is going to take a few journals. So this one I've started, so it's going to be this one. Sorry, I'm awkwardly sitting. Okay, and then I've chosen out some other journals which I'm going to use after this one on the same theme, which is this one, which pretty much currently, yeah. This is, yeah, exactly what I was going through at the time, so I'm going to do the rest of it in this one. And then I'm going to do this one as well through all the crap time. And probably this one, because this is what I was shopping to help with the stress, which means that my no-buy year went completely out the window by mid-February, but that's all right. I had that's the least of my problems this year. And then I could possibly need this one. So it'll be interesting to see how many of these I actually use and need. But those are the plans for that crap experience, which was February to mid-March. Okay, then, still not feeling great. I'm still in my earthy tones. And this was 18th to the 23rd of March. This is my... this is a House of Game of Thrones, but I've made it into a House of Dragons. I've got House of Dragons stickers everywhere throughout that, because that's what that's themed. And then we're still on the themed journals, still struggling. What was this one? This one was 24th to the 28th of March. So I was doing a lot of writing, a lot of reflecting, and a lot of journaling helped me cope, and just, yeah, venting pretty much. Still on the theme journals, Free to Be Me, 29th of March to the 3rd of April. Again, this one was quite a thin one, but I printed out articles and stuff like that to reflect on. Another theme journal, Be Free, Be True, Be You. The 4th to the 13th of April. Still on the quotes. You are powerful, beautiful, brilliant and brave. 14th to the 25th of April. Things went to custard here. I got ill. So the next couple of journals are, I haven't finished them yet. This is my You've Got This, and this is the 26th of April to the 9th of May. So that's still a work in progress. This is still a work in progress. This is a safe space to be who you are. This one I chose because I decided to do some personal development, and I was doing the internal family systems process or theory, whatever that's called. So yes, so there's a lot of reflecting in here. The reason I stopped this one is because I had a workbook and a couple of books out on it from the library, and they had to be back, and there's a huge waiting list for them. So this has been put on hold. As soon as the books come in, I will start this. And this is the second journal to do with this. I don't know, you probably don't know, internal family systems, process theory, therapy, whatever it's called, is to do with your inner child. And this reminds me of me if I was a cartoon when I was a kid. So those are those two. And this is my last one for June. What are we up to? This was 10th of May. This one was 10th of May until 1st of June. So this is the 1st of June. And I think I only wrote a couple of days in this because I got really ill. And I actually had to stop journaling. So for a couple of weeks, I think, hang on, let me just have a quick check. Oh no, I journaled a couple of days and then, what have I done? Oh no, I'm wrong, sorry. I'm getting ahead of myself. Those are July journals, which I'm not showing. So ignore what I just said. This is just June. And yeah, again, I got sick and yeah, so this is still a work in progress as well. So how has your journaling experience been this year? Chaotic. I have been stopping and starting and jumping in and out and writing notes and then going back. Yeah, it's been a hell of a year pretty much for me. And things have only got worse since then, but we won't dwell on that. And so yeah, it has been difficult, just a lot of stuff to process, but I am still writing, which is a good thing because I need to. Current pencil case. I don't really use pencil cases really, but this is it. This is the same one I used last year. Nothing exciting, just a London one. My current journal is this one, and a flip through of it. There's really nothing to see. All I've done is write, and I haven't even written that much. So yeah, nothing exciting. Actually no, I won't say that because that's another question further on in the tag. What is the best thing about journaling this year? It has kept me sane, pretty much. It has helped me process a lot of crap, learn a lot of stuff about another person and about myself and about relationships in general, and how unhealthy they can get. What else has been the best thing about journaling? That's pretty much been it this year. My favourite supplies are these. I've only used these in one journal, which has been this one. I decided, whoops, it's not focusing, there we go. Because it's colourful and it's kiddish and I was feeling I needed something to cheer myself up, so I decided every page was going to be a different colour and I was going to rotate through these pens, including dark blue and red. So every page is a different colour. So these are my favourite pens that I've used thus far this year. And yeah, pretty much my favourite supplies. What new things have I been doing in my journal? Pretty much doing a new page in a new colour. That's a new thing I've done. I've never done that before in my journals. That's pretty much it. I don't think I have done anything different. What has changed is I'm using basically one of my aims this year, which is another goal which has not worked out, is to use up as many supplies as I can. I started off doing really well in January. I was using stickers and newspaper cutouts and all sorts of stuff. Articles, because I've got a lot of stuff saved. I'm a bit of a hoarder as far as supplies goes, as you all well know from my journal collection. And so, yes, so I started off really well. Then once I got stressed, when I get stressed, I just write. I don't have any time or patience for gluing stuff, finding the right picture, because I'm very specific about what stuff I put in. When I put stuff in journals, it's either got to be, this is my way of doing it, is it's got to be themed to the cover of the journal. Hence why this one is all art, is all artsy art pictures, unless it's something that I've been and done that's exciting and I've put in pictures to do with what I did that day. So yeah, so those are the two sort of themes that I do. So when I'm stressed, yeah, I don't have time for any of that. I don't have the time or patience to go through looking for stuff. I did find some mental health stickers and use them at one point in one of these journals, but that's pretty much as far as I got. The rest of them I was just writing, and that's what I do when I'm stressed. New things, what are you looking forward to journaling about this year? Nothing in particular, to be honest. I suspect, without going into too many details about what is going on, what has been happening since June, and I've been written in about what I have been writing in my July journals, the rest of the year I think is going to be pretty much as crappy as the beginning of the year. So, with stuff that's going on, I've got a friend who has cancer, a very close friend who's got cancer. Just found out she's terminal. She's come off treatment, it's not working, and she's just gone into hospice. So, yeah, things are not good there. There's a lot of other stuff going on, and yeah, so what am I looking forward to journaling about this year? Really couldn't tell you at this point in time. I'm hoping that things will improve at some stage. Probably Christmas. Okay, I've found something Christmas. I love decorating for Christmas, and whether things are still bad at the end of the year, I hope not. Hopefully things improve. They should do, surely. Yeah, I love my Christmas decorating. I love my Christmas journaling. So yes, Christmas, I will hold on to that. That is what I'm looking forward to. One thing I know will come around. I know I enjoy. So yes, I will be looking forward to journaling about Christmas. Decorating, going full out for that. What have you stopped journaling about and why? This year I had all these plans way back in this journal, which I had so many good plans, so much fun stuff I was going to do. Yeah, it didn't all work out. And I expected in this journal and in the first month's journals to be, for the rest of the year, doing day trips, starting to volunteer at a school, all sorts of other different stuff. So I expected to be journaling a lot about stuff I was like fun experiences pretty much in my journals. This year, I think I've done one day trip in this journal. And that was it. So I haven't really journaled about any experiences out, any fun days out, any trips, any new job, new volunteering, I haven't journaled any experiences. Pretty much this whole year has been journaling about processing stuff. Is pretty much the most succinct way I can say it. Processing crap, pretty much. So that's the difference. Normally my journals are about, I'm doing this, I'm going here, So that's the difference. What has surprised me about your journaling this year? I'm surprised that I had to stop journaling, to be honest. I've stopped and started a couple of times. I think one time was for a week, one time was for 10 days. Normally I can write notes and I go back and basically I remember very much. I've got a good memory. I know if I write notes I can go straight back there and I can remember exactly how I felt and exactly what was going on at the time. So I normally go back and redo stuff like what I'm planning on doing here and in the rest of my unfinished ones. But I was so unwell, I stopped. I just couldn't cope with anything. So I've stopped I think it's about 2.5 weeks that I've stopped journaling. And that was a real surprise. It's the first time I've stopped journaling since 2018, since I started daily journaling. So yeah, that was very unexpected. But yes, what is my favourite completed journal this year? Probably, where is it? This one. everything was going well in here, and I loved the fact that every page is artsy. Every page has got, I'll do it this way so you don't see any of my writing, has got artsy pictures from magazines in it. And that was fun. Love that. And I think one of the questions was journal spreads. Yeah, no, it's all too personal, way too personal for that. And a lot of it's just plain writing, so sorry. Can't see any of those. What YouTubers have inspired me lately? To be honest, nobody has, and that is purely because I haven't really been watching a lot of journaling videos. I've been watching journaling videos, but I haven't, because I've had so much going on, I haven't actually tried anything new or done anything. So I haven't been in the right frame of mind for that. So okay, what is my journaling routine? My journaling routine is I journal in the morning. I journal probably 3 times a day. Because I'm not working at the moment, that will change. But journal in the morning, mid-afternoon, and late at night. And at this time I'm journaling. I've got a desk, but that's a bit of a disaster at the moment. With everything that's going on, it's just a dumping ground. So at the moment I'm journaling on the bed. I don't know what else to say about my journaling routine, really. I just journal whatever's in my head at the time, what's happening, how I'm feeling. And then obviously I've got little projects going on with the internal family systems thing and learning about stuff over there. What is my favourite journal cover? It's a toss-up between this one and this one. This one because I love the art. This one because this one reminds me of me if I was a cartoon as a child. What are you going to focus on for the rest of the year? Basically getting through the year. Hopefully finishing up my unfinished ones. The way things are going, I think by the time I get to the end of the year, these lot will be finished, but I'll probably be behind in the July to December ones because I'm already behind, but that's all right. That's all right. I'm not putting any pressure on myself considering what is going on at the moment. So my goals are really just to try and do the best that I can, finish up what I can, learn as much as I can as far as my journaling projects, personal development stuff, and yeah, just keep going. Journal lineup for the rest of the year. This was tough because the journals that I had organised to use this year, I think the first 5 I planned to use, I actually used, and then when everything went to custard, I went completely off track and got into my journals with quotes on, which, yeah, so all the rest of the year, nothing was planned. So take this with a grain of salt. Most probably, I might not be using these at all. Okay, so Halloween. This was just a black journal that I got, and I bought these wooden Halloween decorations from Temu, and they were a bit thin and a bit dark, and yeah, I thought, yeah, no, they'll look better on a journal, so I just glued them on. So Halloween. This is me being optimistic for the rest of the year. The best is yet to come. Yes, with a bit of, that is definitely true. We've got the Snow White journals. This is how I'm feeling at the moment. I'd rather be in London. Well, I'd rather be anywhere actually than here, but that's all right. This one. And and I've got a journal I'm absolutely dreading using. I know you're probably thinking, Mel, why are you using a journal that you dread? It's this one. This, like I mentioned, my friend is in hospice, and yeah, she's dying, and this is the journal I want to use in remembrance of her, and I will start it when she passes. So yes, this, I don't know if you can see, with the light, probably can't see, but it's got flowers all over it. I don't know if you can see that through the screen, but so this is going to be my remembrance journal of her, which I'm dreading using, but yeah, it's going to happen. I'll just have to deal with that. But yes, so those are the journals. That has been my journaling year. Sorry, it is not more of a positive year, but that's how things have gone for me. With a bit of luck, the rest of the year will be an improvement, because quite frankly, it couldn't have gotten any worse. I hope your journaling is going well, and happy writing, everybody. Bye.